The Hulk's character in the 2008 Incredible Hulk is expressed musically with just one note. All right, I had so much fun last time with Fantastic Four. Let's do another one. Let's break down the theme from the MCU's Incredible Hulk from 2008 starring Edward Norton. Now, this movie tends to get a lot of flack from people, but I actually kind of like it. So Craig Armstrong composed the score for this one, who's known for Moulin Rouge, The Great Gatsby, Ray, Love Actually. Now, whatever your thoughts are on this movie, whether you like it or you don't like it, the score to the Incredible Hulk is actually pretty interesting. This score is kinetic, it moves, it's exciting, it's very percussive, it's primal. There's also a few great softer moments in the score, specifically in the scenes between Bruce and Betty, or even scenes with the Hulk and Betty. I actually also really like this cool piece of music during the parkour chase through the favelas of Brazil.
Parkour! 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 Parkour!
But I'm not here to talk about all that. I'm here to talk about the main theme to the Incredible Hulk, the main titles. There's a lot going on here, but let's just dive right in. All right, so we got the opening titles here of the movie. This is how the movie starts. You got the original Marvel Studios logo, right? Back before they redid it all and the flipping pages, right? Listen to this. It's very slow paced, right? But imposing. It sounds imposing. It's very different from, like, you know, the rock and roll styles of Iron Man or just the Americana kind of sounds of Captain America, right? Much more, it just feels like there's something big coming your way. You feel the mass. It sounds heavier, but it's driving. It's boom, boom. And of course, this is the kind of showing the backstory before the movie of how Bruce Banner turns into the Incredible Hulk. Yada yada yada. Very much a lot of homages to the Bill Bixby, Lou Ferrigno TV show, right? We're gonna skip ahead a little bit. All right. So now it's starting to pick up a little more. Again, I mentioned primal earlier. This is what this feels like. This music feels primal. A lot of percussive movements, forward movement. You know. It's just like a drive that just keeps moving. It's like the Hulk has been unleashed. The chaos has been unleashed. And now we're going. There's a chase, right? General Ross is on the hunt for the Hulk. This music right here, this does a really good job kind of in musically giving the feeling that there's a chase going on. Picking up a little more. It's very much like there's a heartbeat, you know, a big pulsing heartbeat. And then this will actually play into the end of the sequence when right here, the heartbeat kind of goes along with this metronome here, this image of this metronome that we're seeing. Boom! Right at the very end where we see Bruce Banner stop the metronome. It's very cool because, like I said, it's like the heartbeat. And what we actually see later on in the movie is Bruce Banner's trying to control his heart rate. He takes a lot of time through, you know, at different points in the film, he's trying to do breathing exercises and control his heart rate, because if his heart rate goes too high, he loses control and turns into the Hulk, right? All right, so I did tease you in the beginning about this whole one note thing, so let's dive into that. So in this title sequence, I'd like to hone in on one little motif here. So there's this 3-note motif here. It shows up a lot in the main titles, especially at the very beginning, and it just shows up a lot throughout the entire movie, really. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this 3-note motif is the motif for the Hulk. Or specifically, I'm going to say it's the motif for the struggle between Hulk and Banner. And I'll get into why I say that in a bit. So it starts on a C, then it goes a whole 12 notes up. It goes a whole octave up to the next C, then it comes all the way back down to the first C. All right, buckle up, kids, because we're going to Pepe Sylvia this thing. So to me, this 3-note motif represents the internal struggle between Hulk and Banner. It's a low note going up to a high note and back down to a low note, with the low note representing the Hulk, the primal savage beast that sits within Banner deep down. And then the higher C, the higher note, which to me represents Banner, the lighter side, the more human side that's struggling to maintain control. And he spends a lot of the time in the movie trying to deal with it and suppress it and control it. He's taking breathing lessons, he's wearing the heart monitor. And to me, to my ear, the low, high, low just represents the Hulk being loose and out of control, and then Banner struggling just for a moment to gain control before he loses control again. The Hulk unleashed, not able to be controlled. You could say this maybe represents the beginning of the movie when we're watching the opening titles. The low note is the beginning of it, when he first turns into the Hulk. Then after that, at some point, he regains control and becomes Banner, and then he disappears for a long time in Brazil. He maintains his control, he tries to figure out how to deal with it, how to control it. He tests himself and does experiments. Again, he learns how to manage his anger and his emotions and his breathing, only for him to end up losing control again and turning back into the Hulk. I mean, he can't catch a break, this guy. It does a great job at representing this kind of push-pull. Alright, so why do I say one note? Well, this motif is made up of two variations of the same note. A low C and a high C, the dark side and the light side. Just like how Hulk and Banner really are just two sides of the same coin. They're seemingly two separate entities, but really they both reside in the same being. Which is interesting because to me that seems to be one of the reasons why Banner struggles so much in this movie. No matter how hard he tries to fight it, no matter how hard he tries to deny it, Hulk is a part of him. You can't have one without the other. They are the same person. Just like how this is all the same note. And that's what I think is brilliant about that motif. Now, was this Craig Armstrong's intention? Was he trying to do this? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. It's possible. Could just be a coincidence. I don't know. Again, I'm just having fun with it. How cool would it be if that was actually the case? Anyway, that's my piece on The Incredible Hulk. I think the score has a lot of really cool stuff in it. And let me know if you want to see more Marvel music breakdowns like this. I still got plenty of fun theories for a lot of other scores. Well, all right then. Till next time.